Hello to my Capricorns. This is Queen Amon-Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. For those of you all who are new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I know this setup looks very familiar for those of you all who've been with me since day one, right? When we had the Himalayan salt diffuser on the table with the flower in the back. We had a few cards on the table. This was before the days when you all asked me, can you teach? Can you channel some energy? Sure. All right, so let's get right into this reading. So welcome to everyone tuning in. This is Queen Amon-Ra coming to you with your 10 card spread for the week of September 10th through the 18th. Okay, full interpretation, right? All right, so we are going to start out with an intention. Let's start out with an intention to see what is going on. It's always nice to start out an intention. So a new partnership, job / love is near. All right, let's get it. First card up. Already pulled your cards for you. First card up is the King of Pentacles. So this week opens up a focus on stability, leadership, and practical success. So you all are stepping into your natural role of authority and responsibility, right? Yeah, King of Pentacles, right? So you all may be a bit of a loner, but stepping up to the plate, right? And so you may feel stuck or limited by circumstances, but the challenge is to recognize that the restrictions are mental, not permanent. So you hold the key to freedom, right? See how this person is looking in the mirror? This is a portal here, right? Like 9-9 portal, right? So you don't want to get to a point of not being able to look yourselves in the mirror to now you're in a nightmare. That would be 9 of swords, right? So 8 of swords, like do the mirror work. Do the mirror work, right? So past influences, right? Nostalgia or past connections have shaped your present situation. And so old relationships or memories may have resurfaced, influencing current choices, right? This is the same person here. Same person here. When they were younger, see the puppy, and then older person here, right? May have shaped your choices as to really kind of like not wanting to kind of go out. Or you could just be a homebody, right? But of course, do the mirror work. Make sure you're doing the mirror work. This is again for the 10th through the 18th. Here we have the Fool card, right? Which is Uranus. The planet Uranus, which is an outer planet, is currently, I want to say, is it retrograde? Yeah, it is retrograde right now. Yeah, it went retrograde September 6th. Yes, it is currently retrograde. But a fresh start lies ahead for you. A leap of faith or new beginning invites you to step outside of your comfort zone. Okay, step outside of your comfort zone here. And then the Hierophant, right? So you're seeking structure, wisdom, or guidance, possibly through tradition, mentorship, or spiritual grounding, right? And so somebody may have been having some bit of nightmares, right? So beneath the surface, anxiety and overthinking may weigh on you. The sleepless nights or worry could quietly affect your energy, right? So again, you got the 8 and 9 of swords here. Both is really about who you're talking to, right? It's like who you're talking to, like what are you allowing in your ear gate and eye gate? For those of you who are still learning tarot, I'm just straight reading the cards because a lot of you will ask me to go down to a lower frequency to help bring some people out. So anyway, that's what we are right here. So some of you all may stay in the house because you're just talking to certain energies may have just kind of been like a nightmare, you know, for you. So you have enough information at this point as to, let me give somebody an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say, for instance, you're learning how to read cards. You're new to reading cards, right? And so you only have 12 zodiac signs, unless you count Ophiuchus, then you have 13, right? And so no matter what you're talking about in the cards, somebody will be able to relate to it. This connects us with the heart. So that's making the connection, right? Loved or to be loved. That's chakra, the heart chakra. So This so somebody will always be able to connect with something that you're talking about, some way you're communicating. Whatever you put on social media, that's a form of communication. Whoever you're talking to, you know, that's somebody will be able to connect there. Y'all get the whole point, right? And like I said, you're learning how to do the mirror work, so that you're replacing maybe what was said to you, you know, with some new memories, maybe reading some books, listening to music, anything that's going to kind of flush out anything, like flush off anything that was hurtful that was said to you, sword energy, right? Anything that just cut real deep, that cut to the core. You know, you go in, you wash it off, just like you're just kind of like washing the day off, if you can kind of look at it that way. And then the Knight of Pentacles is like you're just kind of sort of taking a steady, consistent step forward. You know, progress may be slow, but persistence and patience will bring long-term success. So again, if you're going to be taking the classes, then we're going to break it down by zodiac sign, right? So I have been teaching you all because you've been asking, teach, right? Teach. So you'll know what zodiac signs connect with this, and tarot as well. But this is just, you know, you're reading. And so then we have also Three of Pentacles here. This is what's coming up this week for you all, right? Collaboration and teamwork, you know, are important this week. So support from others helps you build something solid. Helps you to build something solid, right? So you can kind of sort of balance it out. Healthy work-life balance, okay? And so somebody's hopes and fears could be, you know, you hope to make the right decision, but fear being stuck in indecision. Trust that clarity will come when you align with your values, right? So again, it's about who you're talking to in your ear gate, your eye gate, what they're talking about. Certain words may be triggering for you or whoever, right? Maybe triggering for you all. But here we have the Ten of Pentacles here, right? You know your worth and you know your value, right? You know your worth and you know your value, because this is the outcome. The outcome is by the week's end, a sense of legacy, family, and long-term stability comes into focus. So security and abundance are within reach for you. So September 10th through 18 is a week of balancing responsibility with new opportunities for you all, Capricorn. So while you may wrestle with doubts or mental blocks, that's the Eight of Swords here, right? So I don't really like to reduce Eight of Swords to just like it's all in your head. That's almost like basically telling anybody, oh, you just get over it, whatever it is, right? This is where you are replacing. This is the same person here. This person is looking back at themselves, and they're looking in the mirror now, and they're actually doing the mirror work. So for example, if a person says, you know, they say something to you that was very painful, hurtful, you can say the opposite of that to yourself. You know, keep saying it to yourself over and over and over again, speaking something into existence, really just loving what you see when you look in the mirror, like really loving, you know, who you are when you look in the mirror, right? Yeah, words are very powerful, right? Because I do see, you know, steady progress and collaboration coming your way. And so Knight of Pentacles here, you know, Knight and Three of Pentacles here, these two move you closer to lasting success. Again, I'm seeing healthy work-life balance, because somebody is now doing the work. You're doing the mirror work, right? So again, this 9-9 portal, you may be watching this video on 9-9, right? To move into this next phase, right? So a new beginning here is the Fool card, right? It's calling you. And if you stay grounded in wisdom, this is the Hierophant card here, because you have an innate spiritual understanding, which is what the Hierophant card is. The outcome points towards abundance and stability, and that is the Ten of Pentacles, right? That's what it points towards. This is your spread. Like I said, a new partnership, job / love is near. Just keep in mind, if you are learning how to read cards yourself, and you can probably tell when you go watch other readers, I'm sure my channel isn't the only one that you're tuned into, which is a good idea. If you're learning, you're kind of like picking up different styles and you're trying to learn, you know, you'll hear a lot of things that kind of sort of sound like they're crossing over, because it's so much, there's nothing new under the sun. I mean, really. And a lot of people, human beings, have things in common, you know, with people that they love. We're talking about the heart chakra, right? And so this is what I have for you. This is what I have for you. Let's pick a number and let's close it out. So yeah, when people say or do things to you that you feel like, you know, just like, okay, why are people talking to me like that? Or why are people treating me a certain way? So let's say, if you have to stay in a situation, do the mirror work. You know, if you have to stay on a particular job, do the mirror work, but unchain yourself from negative, release the negative. This is 501, right? There is a space inside you being used to hold the bitterness of the past. Your angels implore you to keep the lessons, but let go of the resentment. So you don't need to feel bad in order to protect yourself from these things happening again. Take a moment now to visualize the anger you hold. Now picture yourself giving it back to the place or person you received it from. Feel the freedom of not holding on to anger any longer. Yeah, you don't want to carry that emotion up. You're trying to go up, up, up. The goat, the sea goat. Sea of emotions, like carry that on your back any longer. You want to release it so you can close it out. But you do have a new partnership, job / love that's near, and so congratulations. All right, let's see what else we have. Oops, I see you being booked and busy, not burdened and bitter. You know, that's kind of sort of, that's right in alignment with what you all love to do. You love to work, right? And so don't forget to do the mirror work. And guess what? Also online too, not only can you listen to chakra music if you want to listen to chakra music, but you can also listen to affirmations. So let's say, for instance, you want to listen to like 10-minute affirmations while you're getting ready. Looking in the mirror, speaking, doing affirmations, but you have the gift of clairaudience. Yeah, you have the gift of clairaudience. You hear things that other people don't hear. Like you can pick out things like, did somebody just say that? Like, you know, am I hearing things? Like speak it into existence, right? Right. So listen to your inner voice. It's time to heal your wounded healer. This is your Chiron, which is, I think, currently retrograde. Move on in silence and move in peace. And then also love up on yourselves more. And then take your time to decide, and then make a list of pros and cons. The new one is extra special. It could be a new job for somebody is extra special, a new friendship group, who knows? I don't know. Whatever you prayed for, I have no idea. It's extra special. 1 yes from God is all you need. Wealth is within your reach. Dream even bigger. Somebody may not be dreaming big enough. So root chakra cleanse. This is where you learn how to get to the root of things. All right, I think that is it. I'm trying to see what else we have here. I think that's it. He said there's here's another card here. Yeah, your Chiron. I think I have some information about Chiron on my TikTok and YouTube Shorts, I think. Yeah, mental conflict. Yeah. Something was causing like a disruption of your peace. It just made you feel like you were just going crazy, right? So again, for those of you all who are new to this channel, if you go all the way back to the beginning of the readings, you'll see the setup was similar. Maybe you just didn't see the, Queen Amun-Ra, like you didn't see my logo and all that stuff here. But yeah, so when you want to learn, I go in depth with the signs, all of that. So for those of you all who know, you know. So here we go. That's what I have for you. So a new partnership, job / love is near. See you in the next video. Bye.